Hello from Esbjerg in Denmark, and the final day of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2015. This Danish seaport has looked after the curlers of Europe very well indeed. Great hospitality in Esbjerg, and now they're all gearing up for Christmas. But before all that, the big prize is being decided at the Granley Hockey Arena in Esbjerg. And it's the gold medal game, the men's gold medal game between Sweden and Switzerland. I'm Alison Walker, and with me, Logan Gray. We'll be bringing you live commentary on the whole game. And these are the two teams.
It's my pleasure to introduce the team for the men's gold medal game. Representing Sweden, on the lead position, Kristoffer Sundgren. Second, Christian Lindström. Third, Oskar Eriksson. And the skip, Niklas Edin. And representing Switzerland, on the lead position, Valentin Tanner. The third, Claudio Betz. Fourth, Benoit Schwarz. And the skip, Peter de Cruz. These you may cool your slides and take practice slides.
So those are the two lineups for this 2015 men's gold medal game. Sweden, of course, have been there before. It was Norway who led the way in the rankings after the round robin. But Sweden have worked their way up and are challenging in this final yet again. There's the rest of the standings. It was a very open competition in the round robin in terms of numbers of wins. And there's how they got there. Norway and Sweden in that semi-final. Sweden emerging through, Switzerland having beaten Finland. And Norway and Finland played for the bronze medal, and Norway won that one. So a great final in prospect, Logan. And we expect it to be close, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams have really started to perform well going into the playoffs. Both getting off to a reasonably slow start. Peter de Cruz there, playing in his first European Championships. And wouldn't he love to bring home a gold medal for Switzerland?
Not playing with the head coach, huh? Not playing with the head coach?
No, not this game.
So always a little bit of banter between the players. They know each other quite well from playing on the World Curling Tour. Just a reminder there that Sweden will be playing the red stones and Switzerland playing the yellows. But these guys do know each other extremely well. 6 of them played in the 2011 World Junior Final in Perth. Sweden coming out on top in that occasion. And of course, the Swedish team, the reigning European and World champions.
And at the very top level, a Swedish team and Niklas Edin certainly the more experienced, which does count when you get to this stage.
Ok, 5. Regarde. C'est la place. Lynn, c'est bon, à vous. Il y a beaucoup de place. 5. On peut attendre. Oh, oh. Attends, voilà. 5, 6. Vraiment attendre. Devantier, hein, devantier. Yep, fini. Yep. Encore.
Well, Sweden have never managed to win back-to-back titles of the European Championships in the men's event. So definitely something to aim for the Swedes here. Only Scotland have managed to do it, and they've done it on 2 occasions. Hammy McMillan and David Murdoch.
Can't write them off though, that's for sure. This is Chris Sundgren from Karlstad in Sweden. A lot of support for the Swedes here, and indeed for the Swiss as well. You'll hear the cowbells, I'm sure, after some good shots. Valentin Tanner, 23-year-old from Geneva. Bartender apart from his curling. Been curling for 15 years or so. And part of that team that won bronze at the World Men's Curling Championship in 2014 in Beijing. So he's been on the big stage for sure.
Well, Tanner not quite getting enough curl there to get to the centre line side of that red second shot stone. And chance here just for a lightweight takeout here for Christian Lindström.
He's 26. Fairly new to the team, last couple of years or so. No, not exactly where they meant to hit it, but still gets a reasonably good outcome, I would say. So this first end just about calming the nerves a bit and relaxing. Big moment for Peter de Cruz, 25-year-old.
Well, certainly no stranger to playing an international competition, this Swiss team, but still think it's a new experience for them playing the European final. So I think we'll see Sweden try to be reasonably aggressive early on, try and capitalise on any nerves, not give the Swiss any chance to settle.
There's rows of play for you in this final. 8 ends, minimum of 8 ends, 38-minute thinking time, and still the 160-second timeout. Second stone for Lindström.
Yep. Push. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Sticks the double. I think we're going to have a really high quality affair this morning. Sweden looked a little bit almost disinterested at points at the start of the week. Of course, the last time these two teams met, Sweden had a shot to win the game, and the stone was burnt on the way down the ice. So Switzerland really winning that game by default, but I think just in the last few games, Sweden have started to move through the gears and look like the world champions once again. Well, doesn't quite get enough curl there to make the double. Peter can't throw it quite as hard as Christian Lindström.
Oscar Eriksson, 24 years old now, Oscar. Also from Karlstad.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Är det mer? Whoa! Ja, behöver eka. Den tunt här. Rent, japp! Kom igen nu på kanten, kom igen!
Well, dropped the weight for that one and dropped it a little bit too much. Didn't quite manage to get it out of the house.
Claudio Petz, third player for the Swiss team.
Attention. Oui. Go.
When he's not curling, he's an accountant. Lives in Uster in Switzerland.
Så luft mellan dem nere. Vi kan ju frysa också. Känns svårt med farten där bara.
Well, they rolled a little bit further than I would have liked to there.
Den går att splitta också.
And you can see that Sweden can get to that stone around the outside of the guard.
Grann gillar du? Innan. Ja. Chappen är helt okej också, gör den här dubbeln.
Sweden electing to play the run back here rather than play a freeze or a takeout around the guard.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Come here. Go.
Great shot by Oscar Eriksson. This is the danger a little bit though. They have kind of left a double centre guard there. I fully expect to see Switzerland hit the one in the wing. Let's have another look.
Come here. Go.
So accurate at such a big weight. It really is the signature of this Swedish team.
It has been a seamless introduction because it's quite a new team from previous successes. They've just kept it all going.
Nicholas, team changed after the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Of course, Oscar Eriksson went to the World Championships that year and won the silver medal. And then there was a bit of a merging of the two teams.
And it certainly worked. Gold at the Europeans in 2014, gold at the World Men's in 2015. Nicholas Edin, now 30.
Yeah, and changed days to see a 30-year-old being the oldest player in the ice in an international final. Just a little bit too late in putting the brushes down on that one. Rolls too far.
Pour Claudio, j'ai mis 10, ça a roulé dedans. Je fais bien normal avec ça. Juste normal. Fais rouler là. Ouais.
And this strategy of Benoit Schwartz playing the skip stones works well for Switzerland.
Yeah, absolutely. They've always done that, Peter and Benoit. Like, not necessarily that Benoit has a weakness in skipping. He's a very good tactician himself, but Peter is particularly astute around calling the games, and I think also he's got slightly stronger leadership qualities. So I think that's probably why they play that way around. Previously, Peter actually threw the third stones before Claudio Petz entered the fold.
But it's playing to the team's strengths, isn't it? That's the...
Absolutely, and some of the best skips ever have actually not thrown the last stones, such as Randy Ferbey. Russ Howard won the Olympic Games playing second position and skipping Brad Gushue in 2006. Just to name two.
Jag behöver spela minst samma, men då behöver vi verkligen chapp också. Jag tycker om den.
So Benoit Schwartz doesn't quite manage to roll it underneath the cover in the centre line, and Nicholas Edin will have the option just to peel this yellow out. Oh, maybe a change of mind in the hack. Looks like they're going to play less weight and maybe even just score one.
Spela lite mer än hans.
We see a lot of teams try the peel here. One thing's for sure, there's always good reasoning behind all of Niklas' strategic decisions.
And he loves that side of the game, the thinking side.
Yeah, he loves all the stats and very much plays curling by maths, really. I don't think he's done enough to score one. Oh, sorry, there's still one to come. So that's probably why they were playing a nose hit rather than the blank. So out of nothing, really. Switzerland with a chance to score two and get off to a bit of a flyer here in this European final.
Yep, they would take that before they started.
La même vitesse, 9-7.
Kanske hämta där ute med. Inte jättemycket här inne.
Nej, fan, den ligger rätt så bra. Sen när vi börjar sopa, då tycker jag nästan.
Well, quite interesting to see that discussion between Oscar and Niklas. They're clearly mapping the ice out, trying to work out where it's going to curl on different lines.
So last stone of this first end. Schwartz could get his team off to a great start here. And absolutely no problem there at all. It's very much advantage Switzerland after the first end. Well executed by Peter de Cruz and his team. And after the first end, Sweden 0, Switzerland 2.
C'est bon. 5.
4-5.
Si on monte 4 pieds, ça va aussi.
Vitesse très bien. Regarde.
Juste 5, hein.
Juste 5, pas plus.
Et regarde, on a fait beaucoup de take-out là. Regarde. Easy, Ben, easy. Comment regarde.
So we're into the second end of this men's gold medal game between Sweden and Switzerland. Swiss team off to a great start with 2 in that first end, and that will relax the nerves, I'm sure.
Håll igång, se kort ut. Håll igång. Kom igen. Bra. Fint.
Well, Niklas Edin and his side, one of the best teams in the world with the hammer. Always really interesting to see how they can manipulate the stones in the centre of play to get it going towards the corner guard. They really are one of the best at that.
Oh. Faut quelqu'un là un peu. Oh. Attends, Ben, attends.
Ok, bien assez.
Non, il a l'air d'avoir plus que ça. Non, rien faire. Ok, ça va.
Non, ça s'arrête.
Well, perfect setup from Valentin Tanner.
Both these teams have been quite active on the tour leading up to this. Niklas Edin's Sweden, 10 events, and they won the Baden Masters. They performed quite well in all the rest, so...
Yeah, and speaking to Niklas yesterday, I think they're really good at making the quarterfinals this year, but not very good at actually winning when they get there. So I think they've lost 6 quarterfinals on the tour this year.
Ok.
plus de glace.
Pour bord, c'est bon. Ah, j'aime bien Hack, Pete, en fait. Bien Hack.
And Peter de Cruz's team
Ouais. On peut être un poil plus, même.
played
Ouais.
around eight, I think, this season, and they've won 2 of them.
Hack bord. Attention. Ligne bien, ligne très bien, les gars. Ligne bien. Plus. On est bien. Attention.
Val, oh,
Attention.
oui,
Oh.
oh, t'es.
Jouez.
Well, you might see Sweden try to make quite a big roll here. Maybe not behind the one on the centre line, but over towards the corner guard. Oh, needs to keep the shooter.
On est pas neuf, quand même.
Well, Christian Lindstrom's an absolutely fantastic shot maker, but does have a little bit of a tendency to have lapses in concentration, and perhaps that was one there from the Swedish second.
Shaking his head, but not too worrying at this stage in the game.
Okay, easy, calme. Oh.
Well, both guards moved. Does spin that yellow into the rings. So it looks like this end may well be blanked.
Yep.
Couldn't have really done too much there, Peter de Cruz.
Yep. Man. Wow. Hård.
9,5. Ska du vara normal eller?
Ja.
Away they both go.
Bara också där man är 10-2 så kändes bara hårt. Känns så.
Well, this end turns into a good end for the clocks.
Okay, regarde, Ben.
Not too much decision making required.
Ça va assez
It's
vite.
going to be played in the house for the rest of the end, you would think.
Okay, easy. C'est bon. Oh. 13-7.
Ouais, c'est un peu vite derrière.
Ok, cool.
Bien. Ta det. Fånga vilken hand bara. Spelar ingen roll.
There's the Swiss coach, Claudio Mechia. Must be enjoying this week. All going really rather well for them.
He's been coaching this Swiss team for quite a while now, and he's just a great influence, great guy to have around. So much experience and knowledge. Played with a very successful Swiss rank, down third for Ralph Stokely.
And was also helping Italy last year as well. He's got dual nationality. It really has brought this Swiss team up to the next level. And he's been around and worn the T-shirt a bit too. Fredrik Lindberg used to be on this team with Niklas Edin, but still there with a big influence as coach.
Pretending that he was too focused on the game to see his face on the big screen in the arena.
It's right opposite them, so it's hard to miss it, really.
A missed chance there by Switzerland to potentially score, to potentially force Sweden to score one. Sweden did take a slight risk there in going for the freeze. Didn't come off.
10-0.
Nu. 10-0 eller?
Ja.
Nej.
Oh, easy. Oh! Wow! Enlève, va, enlève.
With the shorts being watched closely.
Non, non, non. Je suis pas sûr qu'on
Lots of
reste.
cameras around.
Oh. Non, 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 non. Oh. OK. Bien joué. Bien, men.
Kjapp, normal.
Lite mer. Rent. Wall, wall. Wall up. Wall. Wall, rent.
Neuf. Là, on est bien avec 9. Oh. Oui. Oh, oh. Ouais. Yep.
Non,
Oh,
restez.
oh. Vite. Oh, bien. Allez. Allez.
So this time Nicholas will play the
Maybe.
PL to blank the end.
This is all part of the strategy. Save some time as well in the later ends. And give Team Sweden a chance to rebuild for end number 3. Last stone of this second end.
Yep, yep, yep. Yep.
And away they both go. That was the plan. End number 2 completed with a blank.
Raka ut mer och mer. Fanns tidigt på träningen.
So the score remains the same after 2. Sweden 0, Switzerland 2.
Cinq.
5, regarde. 6, 7.
6-7.
Ça curle beaucoup. Ça curle trop, je pense. On est là. Ça curle énorme, les gars.
You're watching live coverage of the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2015. We're in the Granley Hockey Arena in Esbjerg in Denmark. And this is what it's all been about all week for these men's teams. It's the gold medal game, and it's between Sweden and Switzerland. Alison Walker and Logan Gray with you, bringing you live commentary.
I think it's clear from the early exchanges that it is going to be quite a tight game. It's just going to be one miss here and one miss there that makes all the difference at the end of the day. And that was all the difference there was in the first end. Nicholas Dean just missing his last stone, and as a result giving up 2. Those are the kind of margins we're looking at here.
And you don't foresee any big ends, really. It's going to be 2s and 1s all the way, isn't it? We would think.
C'est la même, un peu loin.
Maybe the odd 3.
4-5.
Yeah, quite possibly, Alison. But you never know, especially with this Swedish side, that they're just so good with the big weight takeouts. They'll just take one slightly misplaced stone by Switzerland, and quite possibly there'll be an opportunity for a big score. So I think this one, we've still got a long way to go, certainly. But I think it's really important that Switzerland either stay level or in front of this Swedish side. You don't want to be chasing them.
Yep, they know what it takes to win titles.
Linnen är bra. Ganska bra. Hänger lite. Ser hård ut. Känns bra. Hänger fortfarande. Har ingen linje. Vänta. Ingen linje. Ligger på frysa utsida. Fortfarande undsdutt. Måste klara eka. Bara eka utsida lag.
And they're a popular team on tour, aren't they, Logan?
Well, both teams are. Absolutely.
Très fin pour le but. Bon, le double, c'est un billet.
In Europe and in Canada, where they both
Regarde-moi si je joue.
play during the season. Get good crowds watching them.
Tiens, ouais.
Wow, 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 wow. Oui, oui, oui. Oh.
Well, although Niklas Edin this week has been playing more defensive than generally I've seen him play, I'd say Switzerland still probably slightly more defensive than the Swedish team. And shown there as they just whipped that corner guard straight off.
Topp 4 på en liten tap. Är det frysen så är det bra också.
Det är 8. Känns som samma fart som Klippa.
Linjen är bra, gärna rent så det inte tappar.
Well, Sweden aren't going to waste any stones here and throw a guard. You know that if they throw a corner guard, then Switzerland will just peel it. So we're going to try and develop some sort of an opportunity in the house. And a nice shot here by Christian Lindström. Does put the reds close together, but you can see there's quite a big pocket there for that stone at the top of the 8 foot, so really difficult to remove it.
Bon, ça va pas être large, c'est une moitié. Il faut moins une moitié, c'est pas possible. Je peux prendre au mieux 3 quarts. OK. Plein, ça va, hein?
Plein, ça va. Même ça, ça va.
That's the target point that Benoit Schwartz is pointing at with his broom.
Ouais. Ouais. Ouais.
Ouais. Oui.
Ouais.
Ouais. Ouais.
Ouais.
Oui.
Ouais. Allez, gars.
Joué.
Nice shot from Peter de Cruz.
Non, non. Allez.
Switzerland lying 3 after that one and just changes the angles quite nicely in their favour.
Eller spelar vi ner en här. Dess emellan dem.
Well, it's not so important at this point to remove lots of yellows. What it is important to do here for Sweden is to keep their red stones in the house quite well separated so that they can't be removed in one fell swoop by the Swiss. So I think they're just trying to play a hit and roll off their own red here to basically split the house. And they'll leave 2 yellows in the middle of the rings. They can be removed at a later time.
Wow. Wow.
Alltså, för mjukt, men... Ja, behöver gå. Okej. För lite fart.
Well, didn't really get the result they were looking for there. Looking for those red stones to be a little bit further apart than that. Just hit it a little bit too close to the nose. Now a chance for the double takeout here for Claudio Paz.
Yep, they're very gettable, aren't they? Those two reds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, 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 no.
Let's see if Betts can make this one.
No, 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 rien, rien, rien.
And he does. And this is one of his yellows, but good shot. Job done.
No, 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 rien, rien, rien.
Yellowstone really helping there as a backer.
So I think we'll just see Sweden run this end through now and try and set up again in the fourth.
Yep, their opportunity for getting a decent score there is gone, more or less.
One thing I was speaking to Niklas about yesterday was his strategy when he has the hammer, and one thing that he said is he absolutely hates giving up the hammer without scoring more than one. So he will do anything to prevent that.
So one is just not good enough.
Yep. Man, man. Up. 9,5.
Frågan hur vi ska göra.
10, c'est bon. Oh, il y a la place. Oh, un peu large. Là. Oh. Oh. Non, 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 non. Juste nettoyer. Bien.
Dean speedily heading up to the other end.
Yeah, just even with these quick couple of ends that we've had in the second and third, that will give both teams a huge amount more time later in the game.
Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. La même.
Ah, c'était bon.
So all quiet in the arena today, just the one game out there.
Attention. Oh.
Crowd intently watching what's going on in this one, and they know when to keep quiet and when to cheer.
C'est assez vite. 9-6.
Of course, everything else has already been worked out. We know what teams are going down to the B group. We know what teams are going to the World Championships. We know what teams are won a bronze medal. What we've not worked out is who's going to pick up the top prize.
Norway men already with the bronze. Will it be Sweden or Switzerland for the gold? We move on to another end. No score in this one. It remains after 3. Sweden 0, Switzerland 2.
5.
5. 4, 5. Regarde.
Si on mord 4 pieds, c'est parfait.
Regarde, Benoît. Il n'y a pas plus.
Regarde. Oh,
5.
c'est encore super là.
6.
Wow, 9, 9. Oh, 13, 8. 9, 9, 9, 9.
So we've had a couple of ends blanked
Bon, maintenant.
in this men's gold medal game. Sweden just want to make sure they've got a chance of more than one.
Well, the good thing for Sweden at the moment is that they have been making some sloppy errors in the first few ends, and they are still in the game, and they have the last stone advantage as well. I think Switzerland have been the better of the two teams.
Well, they're doing what they want to do when they want to do it. They're kind of directing play, as it were.
Oh, absolutely. I think Niklas Edin's extremely astute in knowing when to push hard and to try and get your score of 2, and maybe knowing as well when it's just not going to work out and bailing and keeping that last stone advantage.
Yeah, that's not easy either. Things can still go wrong even with that plan.
The Swedes do seem to be getting good setup from Christopher Sundgren. It's just been a couple of missed takeouts really from Christian Lindström that have caused them problems so far. A different approach this time from Sweden, throwing 2 corner guards.
Chris Sundgren, 87%, the Swedish lead, which is pretty good going.
Stanna lite mer på den här sidan, mindre spelat här. Håll igång. Håll igång, lite längre före, okej också. Snyggt.
He's into football and ice hockey as well. But curling is his passion and it's his job. Peter de Cruz, he's 86%, the Swiss skip.
Yeah, every time we see Peter playing this week and that tournament stat pops up, it seems to be rising every game. So Sweden just run 1 Swiss tone down, and now they're going to start to make a play in the house. Not playing a takeout here as such. They're just trying to clear the way to that stone in the button, push it back behind the tee line, and they'll start to move the play towards that corner guard.
So when to sweep, when not to sweep. Guided by their skip there.
I think they just overswept down a little bit. They would have preferred open up those 2 stones in the forefoot a little more.
Yeah.
Ouais, puis non. Ouais!
Très fort. Go, 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 passe.
Allez, allez, on commence, go, 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 allez, allez, on
Ok, ok. Viens, Mélie. Viens, Mélie, les gars. Var någon meter mer än förra. Viktigt att försöka få ut den här lite grann. Då ligger den här bakom, 10 bakom våran, kan vi frysa sen.
Känns som att kommer den nära linan så kommer det ta liksom mer curl än här ute. Sätter till den lite mer.
Christian Lindström, 85%. These are good stats. We've just seen a couple of wayward ones, haven't we, from him early on.
Yeah, they weren't horrific misses by any means, but a couple of straightforward shots that he's hit and rolled out on.
C'est ça?
Ouais.
Hein?
Ouais, ouais.
Moi, j'aime pas
We're
laisser
going to
ça.
see those
là.
two reds go.
Essaye ça, entière.
Ouais.
OK. Entière, c'est très proche.
Well, Switzerland just weighing up whether they want to run this top one onto that wide red or
Exactement là.
whether they want to nose hit till I3. Looks like they're going for the slash double.
Risky?
No, I don't think so, Alison. I wouldn't expect Claudio Pats to be so wayward that he hits this one on the nose and sticks it on the yellow on the button.
Oui. Oui. Bam.
Certainly the more defensive of the two calls.
Ah, OK. T'as quand même curlé?
Bon, il était tout dans sa centerline.
So Sweden have worked the opportunity that they're looking for now. Oh, another look. Just over curls this one.
Ska rulla lite utåt, sätta dubbeln i samma slag. Ja. Gillar du 10 eller normal?
So a chance for Sweden to make the double and lie 2. That's what they're going to try and do now.
%86% for Eriksson. So the whole team round about the same percentage in terms of their accuracy. Looks like we're going to see some scoring in this game, this end rather. The way the end is set up. Stones in play.
För det är ändå alltid mer än där. När den här servern här så är det bättre att få gaddad. Bra led. Dis. Oui. Oh, oui.
Well, Sweden only get rid of one of those stones, but they have got the two red stones well separated on this occasion. Oh, that's a bad mistake there from Claudio Pats.
And you could hear the sigh there.
So that slight mistake by Sweden, not punished there by Switzerland.
Skulle vi frysa nu så har vi lite options ändå.
Okej, kör den då.
Det är lite vad du känner för, men det är ju... Ja. Jag gillar frysen, ja.
Ja, kör därifrån. Har du sett Krilles gå 2 där?
Vad sa du?
Har du sett Krilles 2 där?
Ja.
Borde inte kalla så mycket för mig.
So letting the freeze on that back yellow stone. Switzerland's other slight problem at the moment is that red has spun behind the stone on the wing, so that's guarded at the moment. So maybe a chance for 2 or even 3 here for Sweden. You certainly wouldn't expect to see another blank end here.
Bra linje, limma dit den. Fortfarande curla. Stanna kort om den. Stanna kort om den.
No, just a little bit too much running.
Förmodligen kommer de inte gå efter det där.
Moi j'aime bien, ce que tu prends de moitié, tu fais le double, c'est bingo. C'est un peu plus dur, c'est tout.
Quand même, c'est clair, on se prend 2.
Hein?
2, c'est ok. Mais tu veux jouer là? Ça, c'est pas mal.
Ça ne dérange pas d'essayer ça, ouais. Mais c'est pas facile.
Tu connais la glace?
Hein?
Moi, je suis pas sûr qu'il y a le double. Il faut quand même prendre 2 tirs.
Ouais, c'est ça, exact. Ouais. On roule dessus? Ok.
First real time we've had any discussion, Logan.
Pas exactement dessus, juste en...
Normal comme ça. Ouais, exact.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. They don't really want to play the really simple shot here, but they don't have too much option. They don't want to give 3 to Sweden. They may just have to take their medicine a little bit here, take this back one. It will leave a double takeout for Edin.
He's waiting to pounce, isn't he? Benoit Schwartz, also 85%. So all the players playing around about the same level.
Yeah, 85% for a fourth thrower is just fantastic stats. So it won't be a freeze this time for Niklas. I think we'll just see him make a double to lie 2. Well, and that's that problem red stone in there for the Swiss. You see, it's just guarded by that yellow stone on the right-hand side of the screen.
Spela på chappen, bara vi nuddar den där så.
Ja,
Chappen räcker ju.
Chappen 2 cent
Skulle jag
insida.
vicka upp på den så är det helt okej. Det känns inte som att han har...
Nej, jag tycker det är ett bra slag där också.
10. Sätta dubbel, vicka lite vänster i första hand. Skulle jag sätta lite utsida och vicka framför så är den okej. Kan gå på chap och då kan vi på 3.
I think it's been a very patient first few ends for Sweden. They've not freaked out when losing 2 in the first end and gone too hard to try and get their 2 straight back at the wrong moments. They've certainly got a golden opportunity here in the 4th end to even things up.
82% for the whole tournament.
En. Ekis! Ekis! Ja! Wow! Ja! 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 Wow! Vänster! Kör!
Nicely done. Guiding his supers there. Off and on, off and on.
9-8.
Yeah, didn't have to do too much for the shooter there. Just a slight roll over to make absolutely sure that there's no double.
So Schwartz can get rid of just the one here. The one red stone. By 1, and that means Niklas Edin can go for a 2 here.
Förra var ju nästan normal.
Vi kan ta det.
Ganska hårt satt också, en curlan då, men jag tror att den tog tag i linan ganska fort, samma som han har gjort.
Precis.
Längre ut så kommer det gå lite rakare där.
Ja, jag tror också det.
Något 10-0 eller något sånt där.
So last stone of this 4th end in this gold medal game. And Sweden hoping to get on the scoreboard. No problem at all.
Niklas turned his back.
Satt ut den lite. Han går lite för fart. Lägg den nära. Linjen är bra. Kolla upp. Linjen är bra. Får den hit.
Sweden get us back underway
Bra.
in this 5th end now of this gold medal game. All to play for, 2-2.
Regarde quand même. Derrière.
Regarde.
So Sweden put the centre guard up and Switzerland drawing to the wing. Quite a common tactic when you're trying to blank the end, which is definitely a possibility for Switzerland here in the 5th end.
Normal. Ja, rent. Bra fart. Håll! Ja! Rent. Rent. Fan, det är ett parti där som nästan, det ser ut som en backa liksom. 9-8. Det är någon som får det. Kan man bara sopa lite också, men det...
Je mets plus de glace du coup pour celle-là.
Ouais, ouais.
Ouais. Juste à côté de la ligne. 10. Si là, une ligne, c'est bon. Ligne, c'est bon. Benoît reste devant.
La même.
T-line.
6-7. Oui.
Ligne, c'est bon.
La même.
À vous.
Bien assez.
Il y a la place.
Là.
Pas plus. Surtout pas
Sept.
plus. 6, ça va. Ligne, attention.
Claudio.
Ligne, c'est bon. Ligne parfaite. Colle là.
So Switzerland are giving themselves the chance to blank here, but they're also being quite clever in that they're also giving themselves the opportunity to score 2 without committing around the centre guard.
Knäppas var 10-0.
It's a nice stone there.
It certainly was, Alison. It's a long way to push that yellow stone to get it out of the house. Has to go all the way across,
Bra fart.
around 10 feet to get out of the rings. So Sweden not even trying it. They're just going to come down at quiet weight and try and make a takeout, believe a freeze of its own.
Bra där, sorry.
No, just a little bit high of the nose and springs the yellow into shot
Non, c'est pas
position.
mal aussi.
Rouler une pierre, le double est difficile.
Ouais.
C'est pas facile.
Normal.
10, c'est bien. Ouais.
Non, en place, c'est parfait. Ouais. Je monte de la glace.
10.
Ouais.
Bien 10. Tiens.
Oh, bah oh.
Ça fait demi.
Non, non.
Tiens, ouais.
Attention. Oui.
Ouais.
Ouais, très fort, les gars. Fort pour plein.
Ouais.
Oui. Toujours.
Ouais.
Ouais.
Allez, gars. Encore.
Ok. Bien.
All Switzerland lying
Bra
2.
fart. Wow. Rent.
Sweden kind of getting played at their own game here a little bit. Something that we've seen Niklas Edin do a few times this week is play out on the wing and
Raka ut. Efter för
Just
varje
try and-
förändring så går det mycket rakare.
retain the hammer.
Je sais pas.
Là, tu veux dire?
En plein, c'est pas mal, mais c'est difficile.
Ouais.
It's a strategy that works well for Sweden, so why wouldn't others do it?
Vitesse, t'as eu quoi?
There's the bench watching
Vitesse,
on.
t'as eu quoi?
Avant, c'était très bien.
Everything is videoed and analysed so they can improve and learn for the next one.
Absolutely. When they come to debrief this game, that footage will be used just to bring up any tactical discussion or maybe talk about a key shot that was missed or played during the game.
But also talk about the positives and what they did right.
Rien du tout.
Good decisions.
Oh, Pierre de
Sigh
Cruz
there.
Pierre de Cruz got away with that one. I think I would have preferred to keep those 2 yellow stones out on the wing together. It just makes it a little bit more difficult to blank the end now that the stones are more spread out.
Normal. Relativt rakt.
But maybe it will give them a better chance to score 2 as well. So
Rent. Upp. Rent. Upp. Wow. Jag tar det. Go.
Vet det var jävla rakt.
Bra spel. 8-8. Rodine, Pierre, c'est déjà bien.
Oh, la moitié cachée.
Ouais, moitié cachée, c'est bien.
D'accord.
Ah ouais.
Normal. En plein, ça va.
Dis-c'est le mien, dis-c'est le mien, c'est un moins que toi.
Oui.
Oh, 17
Oui.
17
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Dis-c'est le mien.
Wow.
Dis-c'est le mien. Ça, c'est
Oui,
la vitesse.
oui, oui. Wow. Oui, oui.
Lovely shot there by Claudio Pats. They didn't really want to just hit and stick on the nose. I would have left a hit and roll for Sweden.
Samma som jag gjorde dubbeln
It's
på
gone
där.
underneath this guard.
En vanlig clearing. Ja.
And Sweden are forced to play the run back now.
Yep. Oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Super shot by Oscar Eriksson. Doesn't manage to stick it in behind the guard, but look where it's rolled to, directly in front of that yellow at the back of the house. So that's something the Swiss guys will have to be aware of.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, it's a bit of a skill in its own, sweeping one of those peels and not only managing to keep your feet, but also managing to keep some weight on the brush head.
That wasn't the plan.
Det känns som att vi kanske behöver det. Det är både fart och linje.
It's an interesting position now for Sweden. They hit the back one.
Risk att han rundar också, men ligger vi kvar ska man ju slå.
Take away the option to score 2 for Switzerland, or do you play around the centre and try and force them to score 1?
Ja, på draget om du känner för det. Jag gillar rundningen.
Jag gillar rundningen som uppgift, men både fart och riktning känns ju
Just consulting his teammates.
Well, I certainly know they would prefer to force Switzerland to score 1 here in 5, but there is more risk in doing that, or going after that outcome.
Det blir äckligt om man spelar något mjukt och gör den här också.
Frågan vad vi har för liv. Jag har dragit med Krippa där. Han har mycket mer is än vad jag har. Men...
Ja, vi har ju 2 alternativ, chappa där eller runda.
Mycket sten ändå.
Skulle jag rulla av, då rundar jag han. Det är i och för sig våran gard, då får vi skjuta då. För han vill absolut inte vara bakom.
Kan ligga framför 10 så har du ju sett min skjutning här.
Ja.
Om du chappar.
Om vi stickar den eller så drar han bakom så får du dra efter då. Däremot rullar av här tror jag han klipper garden nästan. Tror han vi håller hammaren eller?
För sig tappa 2 så ska man väl göra det i 5:e också. Det är risk att vi gör det oavsett. Sätter jag chappen och de väljer runda så.
Jag säger...
Krippa ska hålla helt okej ändå. Vi hade här på hans.
Well, I think they want to play the draw here, but they just know it's a bit of a risk. So,
lite grann ditåt nu.
you know, Oscar Eriksson's just talking about about Christopher Sundgren's draws earlier in the game around this out turn, so they know the ice. This is a good aggressive call from Sweden.
Det är ungefär som tidigare veckan.
Not playing safe, are they, really?
Lite trögare om man håller igång.
Playing safe doesn't win you big championships.
Det med bra släpp. Mycket massivt släpp.
Vi spelar ganska många takear i just det där spåret nu.
Well, I think this is why Peter de Cruz was so disappointed when they hit and rolled out here. They knew that if they had hit and stuck in lay 2, then Niklas Edin would be forced to play a takeout on those shots. But now, a chance to really turn the end on its head for Niklas Edin.
Det känns bra. Plats just nu.
Ja, linje!
Wow, wow.
Nej, linje är lång.
Mycket plats.
Ser lång ut.
Hur är farten grabbar?
Wow.
4.
Du Krippa.
Wow! Ekes, kommer nu! Ja, ja, ja!
Matcha Krippa!
Hård!
Järnet!
Terrific draw.
Urging that one on there.
Inte mycket dit där nu eller?
That's a real key shot in this game from Niklas Edin. See, almost fully buried in behind that guard. And a good call coming around the out turn as well. If Switzerland were able to make a takeout on that stone, then it looks like it would be directed onto the back yellow. So good thinking there by Sweden.
Moi, je pense pas qu'il joue la garde. Hein? Je suis pas sûr qu'il joue la garde.
S'il joue pas la garde, on peut mettre un. Oh, c'est bien ça. Parce que l'autre option, c'est genre ça, mais c'est pas facile. Ça finit pas énorme. Ah ouais. J'aime bien juste ouvrir. La garde.
Just looking at the other options, maybe even just a little tap back, but Peter de Cruz saying it's not easy. This is certainly going to give themselves the best chance to score in this end. They do risk giving up a steal if they were to play around the guard.
Yeah.
That just makes a straight peel.
Probably the sensible thing to do at this stage.
So now just a nose hit required at the back of the house here. And that would generate the force.
Okay. 9-8-10-2 var de hitåt. Yes.
Whoa. Rent. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Rent. Whoa. Rent. Yep.
It's always a good sign, the up and down of the brushes.
No problem at all to line 2.
Well, do you nose hit or do you go for the blank? That's the discussion now for Switzerland. There's a double takeout possibility and you could roll out of the rings.
Je trouve le blank, c'est pas évident. C'est genre une moitié, tu fais passer au-dessus.
Normal.
J'aime bien en plein. Prendre le point. Ouais. Normal.
I think they're just going to try and keep control of this game and keep ahead of the Swedes by scoring 1.
Normal, c'est bon. Maybe if it's tight. Whoa!
Last stone of this 5th end from Benoit Schwartz.
Nettoyer.
Switzerland.
Yep, okay. Oh. Okay.
Just bumping that other red out of the way to lie 1 and count 1 and give themselves ahead of Team Sweden. After 5 ends and into the break, Sweden 2, Switzerland 3.
So here in the first end, here's Oscar Eriksson with a real key shot. Really not in great shape here, the Swedes, after a couple of errant stones by Christian Lindström. Oscar Eriksson doing a great job of mopping things up. However, a mistake from Swedish skip Niklas Edin leaves Benoit Schwartz to make the takeout here on the wing and get this Swiss team off to a great start. Put 2 on the board for Switzerland. Then in the 4th end, Sweden hit back after a couple of blank ends. Very patient play. And they're rewarded with a deuce to tie the game up after 4. And after 5 ends, it's Switzerland 3, Sweden 2.
Non, tactiquement, on ne peut rien dire. C'est vraiment exécution, rouler à l'air au lieu de l'air. C'est l'unique faute qu'on a faite pour lui donner 2. Il a profité de la pierre dans la maison pour se cacher. Voilà. Je crois.
Tip-top. Kom igen.
Ah, ja.
Gå in för en säker. Absolut.
50, ja, ja. Moi, je pense que vous jouez 7 blank hands. Force au 9e, ja.
Och som vi fick en ganska billig tvåa, så kan vi spela till oss det på ett annat sätt också. Då har ju vi kontrollen. Och precis som du säger, Oskar, det hårda spelet, det är de inte vass på. Nej. Sen du för att det står över och sånt där liksom.
Känns från läktaren som att det går så här, lite så här halvrakt, eller?
Fördelen för oss är att de inte har dragit mycket i matcherna.
Nej.
Och det går trögt och segt. De kan inte förlänga dem så jäkla mycket. De kör en hårdsok och så vidare.
Ja.
Kan vi få dem att dra lite grann så kommer vi ha en mycket stark match.
And enjoying the action. The Sweden women's team. Cissi Oslund. A reminder of how these two teams got there. Sweden seeing off Norway. Little to choose between these two teams thus far. Percentages are all very similar. Stats are very similar. All set up for a fantastic part 2. There we go, there's the score so far, 3-2 after 5. This lead, Valentin Tana gets us back underway in this 6th end.
Well, just during the break there, we were able to listen into a little bit of the discussions between the two teams. Both camps looking reasonably happy with the first half that's been played. Claudio Pesce, lots of positive reinforcement to his players. Neither team really doing too much wrong at the moment. It's just one shot here and one shot there in each end that will make the difference.
Det är bra, det är bra. Det kan gå lite lättare sjätte också. Draga mattan.
Look at that, 91% for the Swiss lead in this game.
Continuez bien. Ça va aller. Oui. C'est assez proche. C'est assez proche. C'est bon. Ok, juste deux. Oh, t'as cœur lassé. Oh. Oh les gars, wow. Cœur lassé. Oh. Oh. Sådär. Bien. Ja, väl. Deras är 98.
Lite mindre spelat här nu.
Well, pretty much perfect setup play again. So Sweden, Christopher Sundgren, 98%. Coming around on the outturn here, trying to make the freeze. Something we kind of spoke about earlier in the week was teams doing this to try and bring the corner guard into play. Okay, so a nice shot there.
14-6. T'as mis la glace?
Genre le bord du 8 pieds, c'est bien.
Peter de Cruz, the skip, 90% in terms of his play.
Yeah, you would never know he's playing in his first European final. Super stuff from the Swiss skip.
3. 4. Lynn, c'est bon. 4. Lynn, c'est bon. Lynn, très bien. 4. 4. Lynn, c'est bon. Il y a la place. 4. Juste 4. 4, c'est bien. 4. Il y a la place. 4, c'est Val. Juste 4. Lynn, c'est bon. Par la part. Yep.
Ouais, si on est pris, là, on est bien.
Prise.
Den ligger bra, bollen tar inte vägen någonstans. Jag gillar att skjuta där, frysa där eller runda cornern. Kan bara slå den där och vicka också. Då har vi dubbeln och 2 corners.
Ja.
Kör det. Normal.
Well, it sounds like they're going to play the run back and just at a controlled weight and try and leave 2 corner guards. Christian Lindström really the only player that's been a little bit wayward.
I did see him rubbing his shoulder just in the break there. I'm not sure whether that's a factor or whether he was just a little bit stiff. You know, it is a common area of complaint in curlers, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, the swooping puts just so much pressure on the shoulders. Doesn't put your shoulder in a particularly great position either. So the curlers do a lot of shoulder stability work just to try and prevent as much as possible any of these injuries.
He was actually in the inside of his right shoulder, just in the inside. What do you call that area? The
armpit?
Just around that area. That was the area he was kind of rubbing.
Dra den långt då, eller? Ingen dubbel här?
Nej, bara eka. Den är nära själv.
Okej, bara stanna och dra den, okej.
Nästan in.
Sitt.
Får inte ner den tillräckligt.
En dubbel där. Nej.
Oh, this is another mistake here from Christian. Needed that to finish a little bit higher in the free guard zone. So a chance for a double takeout here. Peter just checking his angles on this one. Even if they rolled into the top yellow, that would probably leave quite a nice angle for Switzerland.
It's 83% for this game.
Yep. Oui. Ok, ça va.
Frysa mitt i klykan. Är det vågat?
Nej, det är rätt bra eller?
Jag gillar den. Om vi fryser där så ligger det för att ta alla. Okay.
Well, if they really wanted to here, the Swedes, they could make all these yellows go, but they know by doing so they're just going to leave their 2 red stones really close together, and it would leave an easy double takeout.
Den här curlade ju inte riktigt upp. Känns som ungefär samma is, va?
Ja, jag tror mitt 8 är bra.
Oscar Eriksson, the Swedish third, is 83% for this game.
Bra linje!
Tror ni det är själv, Krippa?
Känns lite lång.
Vänta då. Perfekt linje.
Känns lite lång, 8.
Topp 8.
Ekis,
Kommer bra nu,
Bra
kommer
linje.
Micke.
Limma dit, ingen studs.
Kalla Micke.
Limma. Wow, wow, wow. Upp. Upp. Snyggt. Snyggt.
Oh, lovely shot. That redstone's going absolutely nowhere in that little nest.
Mycket bra.
En plein, si on la pousse là. Puis après, il fait peut-être ce double, mais nous, on peut... Ouais. Oh, je pense qu'il va jouer ça. Ouais, mais... Les doubles avec ça.
Quadruppen också. Kanske man inte varierar den
Ouais,
direkt.
c'est pas le choix.
Två är det
Ça, on
absolut
est obligé.
viktigaste. Det känns som...
Venir vite et faire
Känns
ça,
som
ça
det
sert à
här.
rien. Faut essayer de... Moi, je pense ça, même back ici, ça va. Hein?
Juste ça.
Un poil sur l'intérieur, ça que tu
Juste
veux?
ça.
Ah, ça va être difficile de sortir celle-là après. On la pousse là.
C'est en intérieur.
Pousse là ici alors.
Hein?
5. Là?
Ça, c'est bon, non? Je pense
Pile
que
là.
c'est mieux
5.
que
Ouais.
9.
Tu joues 6?
Oui.
T'aimes bien cette glace?
Ça cale beaucoup, non?
An aggressive call here by the Swiss, choosing to come around all the stones in the house
Faut la pousser en 6.
to lie to.
Non, si on peut la pousser 5 là, c'est parfait.
Just right there, that's where Peter wants it.
La pousser là.
60. Oui. Ouais.
40, 50. 50,
50 pour lui, je pense bien.
Ok, 5.
Well, our first look really at the
Ok, 5.
hog-to-hog split timer. Get a chance to gauge the speed of the ice.
In, c'est bien, attention. Oui. Oui. Oui.
La pousse en 4, 5.
It's about 14.5 seconds.
Tiens, pour la vitesse. Yes.
À l'intérieur, c'est mieux.
A little bit short of speed. So maybe the ice just a little bit slower than it has been. We have seen occasions where 14.5's gone all the way to the tee line on its own. That just making it to the house and no more.
Den ska ut, den går ju alla gånger. Den kommer ta den blir kvar.
Alltså, jag tror inte den här kommer röra sig mycket uppåt. De går ju neråt alltså.
Jo. Chps är det trippel alla gånger. Eller kvadruppel menar jag.
Okej.
Det viktigaste tycker jag är att stanna med slagstenen. Så vi även kan få en 3 på den.
Ja.
Rullar vi av där, vi kommer ligga 2, men då ligger de här så tätt.
Ja. Man har inte mycket marginal utåt, det är jävligt lätt att råka rulla av.
Nära chappen. Får de en dubbel så är det fine.
Vilken fart!
Jag gillar att dra en lite mer, en 6-0 eller något sådär. Lite mer än vanlig clearing så vi säkert får ut alla 3 här.
Okay.
Well, that was really interesting end. And sometimes the most interesting ends, there's not any guards in play. It's all in the house. It's all very delicate freezes and finesse shots. But that's soon about to change. Bombs are about to start to come down. Oscar Eriksson.
Here it comes.
And how will they all settle? Pretty good.
I think the crowd were waiting to see as well before they started to clap.
I don't think they could have predicted that's exactly how they would finish up, but certainly a good result for Sweden lying in behind that yellow at the top of the house here. Lying first and third.
Yeah, Sweden, the red stones.
Moi, je crois que c'est mieux. Parce que ça, on peut toujours enlever de toute façon.
Oui, je suis d'accord.
Normal, j'aime bien ça. Ouais. En plein.
Ça marche pas? Couler?
Ça?
Avec 9? C'est pas loin.
Si on peut avoir 2 shots, c'est quand même mieux. Hein.
Si on est en plein, lui après. Ouais. Tu veux venir voir de nouveau?
Ah ouais, je viens.
Ouais. Si on enlève ça, lui, je pense qu'il fait... Enfin, si par exemple on fait tac-tac en plein, lui, il va jamais faire le T4. Je pense qu'il va essayer de faire un truc comme ça, un split. Faut qu'il soit parfait, c'est clair. Hein.
Non, mais moi, je préfère faire ça maintenant. Quand même.
Tu veux faire quoi? Genre, essayer de rouler un petit peu? Alors, rouler une pierre, ça va décaler.
Le but, c'est faire ça. comme ça, je pense.
Une pour rouler pile. Ok. Vitesse? Il n'y a pas forcément besoin de mettre.
Non, il n'y a pas besoin. Ouais, non, 9. Ouais.
Well, I think it's advantage Sweden in this end. They're currently lying 1.
Bord de la pierre, c'est assez.
And Switzerland are
En plein, ça
being
va.
forced to really make this raised takeout, but really difficult to separate the two yellow stones. They'll be able to lie 2 off it if they roll, but should leave a double takeout for Sweden.
Noah Schwartz has had a great game, 98%.
Whoa, oui, oui, whoa, oui, ouais, go, 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 go. Bien, bien.
Well, a great shot. Couldn't have done too much better than that.
He wanted more though.
Well, there is still a double takeout available.
Ja, ny lotta, kör vi det. Tror en halvträff. Lite tjockad. Lite tjockad kanske.
So another look at it. Just hits inside the nose and spreads them around, but maybe just a 2/3 contact on this yellow stone, and you should get the wide one going as well.
So Switzerland just needed that other yellow behind that red, a foot or so. But it's there for the taking now for Edin.
Bara vi trycker ut gul så är det bra om den stannar precis utanför bot, för då finns typ inte dubbeln, då ligger den på jämma där. Så det är inte viktigt att få bort gul liksom. Yep! Yeah! Yeah! Hard!
Yep, no worries there for Nicholas Edin. It's the double. Away goes the yellow. On the outside as well as the early one. 1 and 2.
Never looked anywhere else, did it?
All in a day's work.
So Switzerland starting to slow down a little bit. Lots of long tactical discussions. Well, do they go for the double here, or do they go for the long hit and roll?
Bah, là, le truc, c'est que si je le rate, bon, c'est facile. Et puis si je le réussis, c'est un blank.
I think there's more rewarding going for the double. They could get a blank end out of this and have Sweden scoring on the odd ends.
Ouais, c'est fin. Moi, j'aime bien, genre, on met la même vitesse? Je te mets la même glace? Hein?
Attends.
Oh, Switzerland going for the hit and roll.
Non, c'est bien, ouais.
Ok, allez, Ben. Faut derrière la jaune, c'est parfait, là.
Même vitesse.
Ouais.
Attention. Oui. Whoa.
So it's a long hit and roll, needing to roll probably 4 or 5 feet to get behind the cover. Must be close. Oh, what an attempt this is. Oh, just rolls a fraction too far. Great effort. We'll leave an open takeout for 2 here for Sweden.
Oh, he says, I was close.
You know, that hits like an inch more of that stone and it rolls to the perfect spot. And you force Sweden to score 1.
Tiny margins again at this level. Last stone of this 6th end now. Swung so many different ways this end. Away it goes the yellow, and Sweden secure their 2 points. Smiles in their camp. After 6 ends, it's now Sweden in the lead. Sweden 4, Switzerland 3.
Känns riktigt bra.
Linjen är perfekt.
Känns nära den här.
Krille.
Känns nära den här.
Gått mycket på den här sidan nu.
Linjen är bra.
Ser perfekt ut. Linjen kommer, Krille har
Risk
den.
över.
Ja. 15-3. Fint.
Ali.
Snyggt.
This is live coverage of the gold medal game at the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2015. And up for the gold medal are Sweden and Switzerland. They've made it through to the final. And 4-3, as you can see, to Sweden at the moment. 7th end. They've nudged themselves in front in this game for the first time.
Well, I think we're getting everything we could have hoped for from this final. Some terrific shot making and some interesting strategic moments as well.
Bite 4, full 8, okej. Hänger lite.
Hänger kvar. Här kommer nu.
Bra fart.
Kommer nu.
Hänger fortfarande. Oskar har den. Kom igen, behöver dra upp den nu.
Gå!
Ja. Kom igen. Kom igen.
Great setup play again by Christopher Sundgren.
Backline. Plus backline, hein. Ça va assez vite là.
Neuf. Traverse.
Ouais. Whoa. Oui.
Again, I think this is quite an underused shot
Ouais.
by teams.
Go.
Switzerland playing a kind of a tick shot, or trying to play a tick shot on the centre guard here. Especially effective when the guard's really tight to the house. Doesn't quite get it right though. They were looking for a kind of half-stone connection to open up the middle of play.
That's a view of the spectators here enjoying the action.
Hög där uppe, de kommer skjuta mot den här. Viktigt att täcka så mycket gult som möjligt där.
Ser det lite mycket ut det där då?
Ja. Bra linje. Det är lång ut.
Ja, den är inte kort. Bara eka.
Bara eka. Linjen är perfekt.
Även fötterna.
Behöver eka för linje också. Låt den curla lite.
Inte riktigt till kastet.
Är du med nu? Ja. Dra nu. Hårt! Nästan helt över linan. Kom igen. Hårt! Kom igen. Bra liv.
Sweden in good shape here with 2 centre guards on, and Stone just at the top of the forefoot here. Surely if Sweden could force the 1 here, then they would be in great shape coming into the 8th end with the hammer.
Okay.
Well, no option really here for Switzerland, but to open up the centre of play. Very well done by Peter de Cruz.
Gets a couple. Clears the way.
Lite för enkelt tycker jag. Jag gillar guard igen. Lite närmare än förra. Hake där är bra.
Linjen borde bli rätt bra. Ta en flupp.
Christian Lindstrom actually used to play fourth stones in juniors when he played with Oscar Eriksson. Oscar Eriksson played skip in third until I think the last year of their junior career when Oscar stepped up to play last stones and skip. So a very versatile player, Christian Lindstrom.
He did win the World Junior title with his twin brother in 2011.
And of course he was playing against Peter de Cruz and his teammates in that final in Perth.
So these guys go back a long way. It shows the system works in terms of development. It gears you up well for the senior game.
Ok, c'est toi qui dis ça, ouais. J'aime bien juste ça. D'accord. Faut prendre ce que tu vois pour rouler avec backline, hein.
Ouais, exact.
And the juniors is such a good standard now, isn't it, Logan?
Well, absolutely. I think it's quite similar to the Europeans, where there's kind of 3 or 4 teams that will really be of an extremely high level. Generally, the more established nations always rising to the top. But some of the newer nations starting to come through and challenge.
We saw Netherlands men involved this week. And won a couple of games as well. Just catches the guard.
Well, that's the first mistake we've really seen from Peter de Cruz.
Yep, he knows it.
It's one of those ones that you're so close to making it that it's actually a really bad result. If you chip the guard off there, then you're not in too bad shape, but leaving the guard intact, it's going to be a huge problem for Switzerland now.
Just catching it, and off it goes in another direction.
Lägga lite mer den här sidan nu, så lite kärvare antar jag, men...
How costly will that be?
Är det här eller?
Ja.
Bara fart. Se aktiv.
Den är lång, den är lång.
Wow, vänta då. Den är okej. Rent. Ett tag. Backa upp där. Wow.
Kalla.
Krille. Ja.
Ja, kommer bra nu Krille, gärna!
Hårt! Gå! Hårt!
Snyggt.
Super shot here. Oscar Eriksson.
Bra snack, boys.
Well, Switzerland are really going to have to bail here and run the guard in. Try and give themselves an opportunity to score here in 7. So Claudio Pats with the run back has won the European title before in 2013, playing third for Sven Michael. Sven Michael very much the opposition now in Switzerland.
Two very high quality teams. They've got strength and depth. They've had a lot of success, the Swiss, in recent years, men and women.
Yeah, they seem to have a really good system in Switzerland where they're generating 3 or 4 world-class teams in both the men's and the women's. There was a time just a few years ago where there was real concern over where the kind of talent was coming from in Switzerland and would they be able to continue to compete at the top level, but that's certainly a thing of the past now.
How far are they going to get this one?
Great sweeping by Sundgren and Lindstrom. I just saw Christian Lindstrom reaching for that arm once again there.
till 6 på första, så jag tänkte lägga 0.
Yeah, there's a wee grimace too. There's definitely something going on. He's just got to get through this game, hasn't he? This is it, last game.
Så fort de blir inte nu direkt hittar.
I'm sure with a gold medal in sight, he'll manage to see it through.
It's quite a carrot. Adrenaline keeps you going at this level, doesn't it? That pumps through your body.
Oof, that was nearly another one, just flicking the guard. Well, at least they've made the scoring area a little bit bigger. Sweden still lying two after this shot by Claudio Pats.
Oh, that couldn't have been closer, could it?
Well, I'll tell you what, if they got the same result as Peter de Cruz did a couple of stones ago, then they would have been in big trouble.
Coaching team behind Claudio Pets there. I don't know if enjoying the action is the right word, but living every moment of it, I'm sure.
Låg väl rätt mitt på linan tycker jag. Just det. För garden låg ju några center på den sidan och mitt på linan. Visade en center eller något sånt.
Gard nära. Ligger den bra så kan vi dra frysen. Farligt att komma lite kort så han ser halva, då kan han få trippeln. Men det är bara om vi har bra linje liksom, eller... Ja. Men vi siktar på nära halvjämn. Yes. Ja. Eller helgömd är bättre, för annars får han lite lägre runt.
Oh, where does Niklas want to put this one? Perhaps if they're really good, they could tap that redstone that's in shot position onto the button. But certainly don't want to overcurl and take the guard off. Good look from the side at Niklas Edin's delivery.
Trippa har den. Får den hit. Nära. Dra nu. Bra linje. Ja.
Hårt! Hårt! Ta den nära in! Hårt! Fortsätt gå! Järnet!
Nära.
Hårt! 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 Järnet! Fortsätt!
Bra där.
Oh, just a tight guard goes on.
Again, well positioned. Look at that line of reds there.
Tu peux le rater pour une. C'est vrai que si on est deux tirs cachés.
Exactement.
Ah, ça marche. C'est sûr qu'on ne sera pas complètement caché.
Ah, ça,
d'accord.
Ouais.
Well, it's a tough draw here for Benoit Schwartz. I think even if you do get it tucked underneath, at least it almost serves like a practice draw for his final stone. Really difficult to get it into a spot that Niklas Edin won't be able to remove it. Also need to be a little bit careful not to drift just past the tee line. If they were to do that, then that would force Niklas Edin to make a freeze, and then Sweden might be able to steal here. So not much room to work with at all here for the Swiss fourth player.
C'est la place. Ligne très bien. Ligne, c'est bon, à vous. Attention.
C'est assez.
Wow.
Ligne bien.
Wow.
C'est assez, c'est
là.
assez.
Oh.
C'est encore assez large.
Ligne, c'est bien, attention.
La perdez pas,
Reste
vitesse,
avec.
les gars.
Ouais, go, 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 go. Go! Force! Force, encore. Yes, 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 go, 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 go. Encore! Encore, prends le shot, go, 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 go. Yes, 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 yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's quite there.
Okej.
Minsta lilla utsida då. Däremot vickar vi dit.
Kan ge den trippen på tå.
Vi ligger i skotte.
Ja, precis, kant.
Jag ser han gärna spela någon trippel.
Han kan inte sticka den där för två heller. Han måste träffa ovansida. Då tickar han kanske in.
Just heard Christian Lindström saying from the hack that you can see edge to edge on that yellow stone.
You can see the whole thing then.
Yep, and no more. We'd like to remove it. But could be a little bit dangerous.
Kan vi ligga där och precis missa den? Vicka en halvsten dit.
Ja. Ligga mitt i luckan där, då finns det inget. Jag behöver nästan ligga
normal,
exakt.
eller?
10.
Den ligger en centi högre.
What's the next option?
Well, they're lying in shot position at the moment. I guess they could throw a guard on that yellow stone to stop Switzerland playing a split on it to score 2.
Vicka en centi inåt, för han behöver träffa en fjärdedel på
Vicka
den.
en halvsten
I think it's certainly
hit, det är
preferable
jävligt
if-
svårt för han alltså.
Vickar vi ut.
Preferable to get rid of this yellow stone, and as long as they can lie to, then they're achieving their outcome from the end,
Halvsten hit är
which would be to
klockrent.
force Switzerland to score 1.
Det är en sten. Så med 10.
Ja. Vicka 3 sten, då kan han få trippeln, men samtidigt tar vi
Försöker
den.
vicka in den lite bakom den i så fall.
Ja, fast då kommer vi
The other
till
thing
den
you need to be
där röda,
careful
nu ska man
here
lägga mitt i hålet
is
och
that if they get a
ändå
little
få
bit
den
unlucky
för
and roll
två
to the wrong spot, they might just set up a triple takeout for Switzerland to score 2. So I think that's part of the concern for Sweden at the moment.
Wow. Rätt, med, japp, japp, wow. Japp, japp, japp. Wow, wow, wow. Japp, japp.
Lovely shot there by Niklas Edin. Just rolls far enough to prevent any multiple takeouts for Switzerland, and they're going to have to just draw for 1 now.
Yeah, great outcome for Sweden. Look at that. Look at those reds. And a lot of obstacles in Benoit Schwartz's way.
J'ai mis un tout petit peu plus, Ben, pour être sûr, ok?
Très bien.
Pour avoir de la marge avec ça.
Team just composing themselves. Important shot for Benoit Schwartz.
Lynn, c'est bon? On peut nettoyer ou pas? Lynn, c'est bon. Oh.
C'est large.
Easy, c'est là.
Il est plus
Oh,
large qu'avant.
rien, rien. On est sur la rouge là. Enlève tout. Même pas nettoyer, Val. Ne pose même pas le balai. Pose même pas le balai.
Kick,
Rien.
bit.
Rien,
Bit.
rien. Non, non, on est bon là. Yep, 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 yep. Go, 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 go.
And it's well done. And it was a tricky draw for the young Swiss, but he managed it okay. So after 7, we've levelled up again. Sweden 4, Switzerland 4.
Trois. Trois.
2,
Un
3,
petit peu large.
2, 3.
Lynn,
Deux,
c'est
trois.
bon.
Et à vitesse.
Poil large. Benoît.
Très bien.
Well, a fascinating final.
Trois. Benoît devant.
4 each here playing the 8th end.
Benoît prend. Un peu large.
Seen the Sweden in this exact situation a couple of times this week. Tied coming up the 8th, and we'll definitely expect to see Niklas Edin drawing to the wing. Well, maybe not. Change of approach.
If we compare the leads, Sundgren up on Tana, but his Valentines is still pretty good.
Well, sometimes you need to change your tactics depending on how you feel the game's going, and I think Sweden feeling like they're starting to get the upper hand here on this Swiss side.
And we do get that kind of feeling as well, don't we?
Absolutely, their stone positioning has just been a bit better than the Swiss in the last 3 or 4 ends.
That's pretty good first stone as well. Gone a bit far, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely, Alison. They would have preferred to have that kind of somewhere in the middle of the 8 foot. So a chance here for Switzerland to get down and freeze that and really shut down the scoring area for Sweden.
You're watching live coverage of Sweden against Switzerland. It's the gold medal game from the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2015 in Esbjerg in Denmark. We've had a fantastic week and 2 really talented teams in this final. We have had a bit of everything.
Oh, just while Christopher Sundgren comes to throw this one, I've just had the thumbs up from Rasmus Stjerner to say that he's won the challenge from the B group to go to the World Championship. So a great week for Rasmus and a great week for Danish curling, returning to the big time after a disaster last year.
So seeing off Italy over those 3 games.
Yeah, and only needing 2, so it'll be great to see Rasmus back in the A group next year in Glasgow in Scotland.
And I guess good for the home support to see him do well here in Esbjerg.
Même vitesse qu'il y a de N, hein? Oui. Elle est arrivée 5 même.
Well, as players like Rasmus, you really need out on the big stage, a great character, great for the sport. A really exciting player to watch as well.
And is he the only one that whistles on the rink?
I'm not aware of too many other skips who have the audacity to do that. I don't think many of the sweepers out there would take too well to it. But it seems to work for that team. It's certainly a clear way of communicating.
Why speak when you can whistle?
Well, Switzerland are doing quite a nice job here around the centre guard and setting the angles up in their favour.
Frys, helst en liten tap om vi får linje. Bite 8 i fart för frysen.
Gör den här bra, skicka ner sen.
Bara fart.
Ganska mjuk sats.
Bra linje.
Lite i början.
Upp.
Nära 12. Nära.
Upp.
Måste gå.
Bra linje. Bra linje. Kör nu. Kan jag dutta nu också?
Aldrig dutt.
Kör då.
Bite 12.
Kör då.
Oh, you don't see that very often. Edin doing a bit of sweeping. And there's the Iceman, Chief Ice Technician Hans. He's done a great job this week, hasn't he, Logan? It's all very, very technical.
Absolutely, they've got the eye on the ice there with all the computers set up, just keeping an eye on all 5 sheets to maintain the ice conditions throughout. He's been around the block a few times, Hans. He's encountered all sorts of facilities and ice conditions and challenges, and always seems to produce world-class curling conditions for the players.
And they do appreciate it. Certainly produces better shots. And shows curling off to its best.
Yeah, well, the problem you have when the ice conditions aren't very good is that the teams don't feel confident in where the stones are going to go, and they can't necessarily execute the shots they want to play. So you end up with much more defensive curling, much less stones in play. And it's not quite as good a spectacle.
It's less exciting to watch for sure. Look at all these stones in play though. Another nice stone for Switzerland.
Den sitter klockrent där. Bara vilka corner med en clearing.
Kör! 6,5 ungefär. 6. 6-2.
85-90 träffen.
Ja.
Lindstrom and De Cruz. Lindstrom down from De Cruz. But good level of play. Oh, everything gets moving there. What's the outcome?
Well, the outcome is Switzerland lying 1-in behind the centre guard, so that didn't really work out quite as well as they would have hoped.
Yep, the red ones all heading to the outside.
Ok. C'est bien ça. 9. Même glace que moi.
Pourquoi je pense qu'il faut pas moins de 50. C'est quand même 9. Hein.
Ouais. Pas moins de 50. Hein.
Well, not a straightforward draw here by any means for Claudio Pats, but a glorious chance in the first end. For a while that Switzerland have had the upper hand on Sweden, so they really want to maximise this opportunity while it comes. It looks like it's more of a containing shot, this one, rather than an aggressive one, choosing to freeze the back one.
Okay,
Well, I think we'll see Sweden try and open this up. I'd like to see Sweden just be a bit more Switzerland be a bit more aggressive there and maybe come around the centre guard, lie 2 in there in front of the tee line, but a well executed shot all the same by Claudio Pats. Oh, super shot, Oscar.
Yep, crowd enjoyed that one. Supporters, friends and family supporting both Swedish teams.
I don't think there'll be many players out there this week who've moved more granite than Oscar.
Yeah, fantastic shot.
Yeah, he kind of, when he's coming out the hack, he almost looks like it's a little bit loose and out of control, but he always seems to get the job done. He knows exactly where the brush is.
Yeah, follow that, Switzerland. Hits and rolls in behind that other red. That's pretty good too.
Well, and perhaps Switzerland being quite smart in playing the freeze with Claudio Pats first stone, knowing that that's always a possibility playing against this Swedish side, that they play a big takeout, and if your Yellowstones are too close together, then they all go flying.
Rakare än ut här i alla fall. Men innan den här ute går ju rakt, så det curlar nog här ute.
Ja, dit ut ska vi inte.
Ganska rakt här, men... Ja. Tror du? Så här med en fart igenom. Ja.
4 all, 8th end. Absolutely key end, this one. So from blasting that last one, it's the delicate touch this time.
Hårt! Hårt! Fortsätt! Gå på gul! Kom igen, Kripa! Japp!
Good shot once again. So Sweden just trying to manufacture an opportunity to play a double in these 2 Yellowstones.
Moi j'aime bien là. Normal comme ça, ce sera bien. C'est de rouler là. Même un peu trop loin, ça va.
Normal.
Rouler ici, Ben, ça va aussi, hein?
Ok.
Allez.
Vitesse. Normal. Rouler sur la jaune. Un poil plus à gauche.
Well, the key here for Switzerland is to not just make a nose hit or a small roll. They need to roll over to the other side of the Yellowstone to protect the one at the back of the 8 foot. Otherwise, they might leave a double for Sweden to lie 2.
Whoa! Attention. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, no, 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 no. Nej, 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 nej. Nej, men
Well, I think they've just gone far enough there.
He shook his head a little bit.
Well, maybe with Niklas Edin's firepower, he might be able to make this double and stick around to lie 2. Certainly not a gimme, though. Just needed to roll another couple of inches, and this wouldn't be an option here for Niklas.
Relativt nära då att den andra blir kvar. Det är ju bara bite liksom. Vad är det för fart? Clearing, vanlig höga 6 någonstans här kanske.
It's not too many more streamlined deliveries like that.
So low, isn't he? So much control.
Oh, another great shot.
Great stuff from the Swedish skip. Look at that, 91%. Although Schwartz is 95 overall.
I've hardly seen Benoit Schwartz miss a shot for about 5 games.
Je trouve qu'il est assez difficile à voir quand même. Ça.
Nicely done. Just right on the nose, makes them both go easily.
Moi j'aime bien ça. Avec pas trop vite. Moi j'aime
So
bien.
it's either a hit and roll or it's a double takeout, really, for Switzerland. Looks like they're going for the hit and roll underneath that red stone, just at the front of the house. Again, I think you might see a lot of teams going for the double takeout here to try and blank this 8th end. The Swiss team more intent on just getting the hammer back.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Non, pas, non, non, non. Reste avec. Attention. Non. Whoa, whoa. Non. Non. Reste avec. Non, 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 rien, rien. Enlève, enlève. Enlève, enlève, enlève. Calme, calme.
Again, just doesn't roll quite far enough. Maybe a little bit safe with the line call.
Almost exactly the same as that other one.
Well, Switzerland looked so in control of this 8th end, coming to 3rd stones, and then a couple of absolute pistols from Oscar Eriksson, really turning the end on its head.
Yep.
I think that could well be the difference at the moment. Just Oscar Eriksson's getting the better of Claudio Patz.
And there is the wonderful trophy. Your name, your team will be engraved on that trophy, and this team has it engraved from last year and on 2 previous occasions.
No, never anywhere else.
Two for Sweden after 8 ends. Sweden 6, Switzerland 4.
Lite tight. Säkra upp framför tid då.
Gärna inte gå, gärna inte gå.
Helst inte gå än.
Nej, vänta då. Nej, linjen är inte tight. Den är lika spunnen som förra där.
T-line.
Ta det lugnt.
There are the numbers so far. 2s and 1s, blanks all along the way.
13-9, ja.
Ja, vänta.
Yeah, and if you just look at the scoreline from the 4th end onwards, it's just textbook stuff from Sweden. If you look at the scoreboard, generally you're trying to score 2 or more with the last stone, and you're trying to force your opposition to score 1. So perfect force efficiency and perfect hammer efficiency over the last 5 ends for Sweden, and that's what's given them a 2-shot lead.
Switzerland really do need to change things around in this 9th end. Be urged on by the Swiss supporters.
Yeah, they're fairly cranking the volume up now.
Perfekt linje.
The Swedish side is within touching distance of the gold medal.
Bara Ekis då.
Hänger ute rejält. Nej, Ekis, Oskar har den. Är någonsin kort så drar upp den dit.
Han är där själv.
Dra den lite för linjen.
Well, into the house, Sweden go twice.
Bra spel.
You'll see another corner guard here from Switzerland.
Det är bra.
14-4.
Team Edin here. This one gold. In 2013, gold.
Sur le logo, c'est bien, man.
I beg your pardon, gold last year in 2014.
Yep. Jusque là. Ouais.
World Championship gold earlier this year.
Sur le balai minimum. Yep. Oui. Oui, les gars. On n'arrive pas à la OK.
Jag kan dra eller?
Lite mer.
Wow, med. Upp! Ja! Håll! Kör!
Oh, what a fantastic shot here by Christian Lindström. He's had his struggles in the first half of the game, but
Yeah, he's don't see him smile too many times, so he enjoyed that one, and so did we.
couldn't have hit that one better. And that's why you need your lead to get the guards in exactly the right position. You don't get the distance quite right, you set up an angle for a double like that, and all of a sudden the opportunity is lost for this end, and it could well be another end in the books after that one from Christian. Great to see that he's overcome a difficult start to this game. Certainly just for a moment there, you've forgotten all about the pain of that shoulder injury that he's struggling with.
Wow.
Well, a little bit short of pace. Trying to come right around to the back of the 8-foot there to hide behind the 2 reds. So it doesn't come far enough and should be just a short run back here for Sweden.
Chappen håller. Okej. Wow. Ekis.
Well, Ekis means never, and it's a mistake, is it? Oof, just gets enough. Just gets enough, Christian. So it'll be the same kind of attempt again. Really difficult to generate a score of 2 when you don't have any guards in play.
Backline, les gars.
Il y a plus qu'avant. Ligne, c'est bien. Ligne, c'est bien. Balai pour 10. Attention.
Les gars, faut pas moi.
Ligne, oui.
Ligne bien.
Ligne, c'est bien.
Vitesse.
10. À vous les gars, pas moi. Pile 10. Ligne, c'est bon.
La ligne est très bien. 13-2.
Rapide.
Oh, that's the one this time.
Parfait.
Great shot by Peter de Cruz.
They need to make something happen in this end, Switzerland.
Vi ligger 2.
You just get the feeling
Känner du för?
Sweden are just turning the screw.
Yeah, I'll translate for you there. That's Niklas Edin indicating to his team that they are lying to. But Oscar Eriksson just wants to look for himself.
Lite tidigt att lägga något framför tycker jag.
Ja, nej. Den eller skjuta, det är inte jättetacksam vinkel. Skulle man någonsin ta den tunn eller sticka den framför där och runda på en till så är det lite prisspel. Då ska jag missa mina också i och för sig, men...
Känner du för? Inte...
Tappa 2 är bra. Jag gillar nog fan den här.
Känns som en halv här va?
Den här känns som den naturliga, men det... Bara du klipper den övre...
So you either freeze or you could try and get all 3 stones going in the house here. Red across the face of red and onto the yellow at the back. That would almost guarantee a blank end.
Halvish på egen där. Ja, skicka ner det.
Not too worried about scoring points anymore, the Swedes. It's just about preventing the Swiss from scoring now that they've got their 2-shot lead.
För att sticka den här så är det nog runt 40. Nej. 30 går nog precis clean över.
Well, in comparison to the one he played in the last end, this one should be easy.
Oh, oh. Yep, yep. Yeah! Oh, 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 oh!
Fint.
Yep, that's the one, Oscar.
He's on fire.
Oscar.
Is the winning post in sight?
Ja, bra.
10. Oh, oh.
10. Vitesse bien.
Well, it certainly looks like this 9-10 is going to be blanked now.
La fin de 10.
Oh, 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 oh.
In Switzerland, realising there's no real point in going after the freeze here. Just likely to get forced to 1 if they make any sort of a mistake. So they'll just see this end through and then have another go at it in the 10th end.
With the hammer.
Oh, wow. Rent. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bra.
9. 9. Någon som har äggat där alltså.
Grym första. Härligt. Bra.
Il y a un poil plus. La même. Plus. Oh. Ouais. Oui. 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 Oui, Ben. Ouais.
Berisha's sweeping going on here.
Okay.
Stop now, and away it goes. The bench is looking on.
Yeah, it's just going to be another end in the books here for Sweden. An utterly flawless performance in the last 5 ends.
All that experience and knowledge kicking in now from Team Sweden.
Lui était 2 fois 10 en fait.
Ouais. Ça finit, un petit peu. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, väl. Oh, voilà. Nej, nej. Okej.
Assez vite. Hein.
9-2, un peu plus, ouais. 9-2.
9-2.
9-2.
Ouais.
Tout petit peu plus vite que Pet.
Hein?
Där chappen där.
Oh, rent. Håll rent. Rent. Ja, ja, ja. Bra.
Well, just a reminder, it was actually a difficult path to get here for Sweden. looked a little bit out of sorts in the round robin and managed to come through a tiebreaker against Scotland to get into the semi-finals, where they came up against the undefeated Norwegians. Norway won the round robin by 4 clear wins, which I don't believe has been done before. And Norway did pick up the bronze medal last night after suffering a defeat to Sweden. So important to maintain concentration here for Benoit.
So that's done with that end. Another end out the way as far as Sweden's concerned. Score remains the same as we head into the 10th and final end. It's Sweden 6, Switzerland 4.
Linjen är bra.
76. Se här runt 80 där.
Lite tight.
Bra ut.
Linjen bra. Se lång ut. Se lång ut. Se lång ut.
Bra, det är bra.
14-2 ni har den. Mike Longstone. Perfekt linje.
Welcome back to the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2015, live from the Granley Hockey Arena in Esbjerg in Denmark. This is live coverage of the final, the gold medal game between Sweden and Switzerland. And what a tussle it's been between these two teams. Great tactical play. And some great shots on show. But that is the latest situation. Sweden 6, Switzerland 4. We're in the 10th end. An advantage very much Sweden at the moment. Alison Walker and Logan Gray with you for live commentary on the whole of this game. What's your feeling, Logan, for this end?
Well, my feeling is I think Sweden are just too good today. I think the Swiss team have been excellent throughout the final, but Sweden perhaps just with that little bit more experience. They've been there and done it on numerous occasions here at the European Championships and even the Worlds. And the last 6 ends have just been absolutely untouchable. A really methodical performance by the Swedes and just seemed in full control at all times.
You wonder where a mistake is going to come when they've been so perfect throughout, because that's what Switzerland need.
Well, good setup by Christopher Sundgren. And Valentin Tanner needing to do a little bit better job with the setup of the guards here than he did in the previous end. If he wasn't aware of it in the 9th end, he certainly will be after that shot in the 9th by Christian Lindström. So it gets them a bit more level this time.
Ren, nej, en tunn, ganska tunn. Bra led. Bra led.
I think the only slight concern here for Switzerland is that Yellowstone, that guard that remains, is a little bit too close to the center line, and it just makes the positioning of this other guard all the more critical.
Fint, c'est bon.
Juste
Tu
devant le
peux
logo.
changer, Val, tu peux changer.
Ici,
Pas plus.
devant le logo.
Surtout pas plus que l'autre. Non, 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 non.
Juste devant le logo.
Même hauteur, pas plus. Easy.
La ligne est très bien. On est assez vite. Hein. On a pris un double si on a trouvé. C'est vite.
Well, perfect again from Peter. It's really just been the firepower, I think, that's been the big difference for Sweden today. I said at the start of the game it could be the difference, and it just makes the stone positioning so much more critical for the Swiss. They've just not managed to quite get their stones in good enough positions to really trouble the Swedes.
Serait bien d'essayer de faire une push, ouais, rouler un peu
But certainly not over yet.
vers la corner.
Tu peux pas rouler derrière la corner et être là. Moi, j'aime bien rouler fin, ouais.
Ok? Vitesse 10.
Ouais, il faut venir avec le out, je pense. Hein.
Ça, ouais. Ok? Très fort.
J'aime bien, on a
So
l'option.
not too concerned about removing the reds at this point.
Backline.
They're just starting to move them around really into a more usable position.
Bien, ça, c'est ça.
And will they always be thinking, trying to win it, as in this end, or just to try to get to an extra end?
I think winning it from here in the 10th end is going to be extremely optimistic, and they would need a lot of help from Sweden, which I don't see coming. But realistically, they're just trying to score 2, and then there's a really small chance that they may be able to steal in the extra end. I know that Niklas in a tied game, coming home with the hammer is generally about 95% to win, so it's going to be a very tall order, even if they do only score 2 here. But that's a really useful shot there by Peter de Cruz. Doesn't leave any double takeout options and sets up a little pocket between those 2 red stones, which they may be able to freeze in later on.
There's that man Eriksson, who's been a key part in this game.
Well, must be nice that he only had to remove 1 stone in that one. It's been 3 or 4 in the last few occasions.
Gott om tid, så vi kan vara nere här och kolla. Kolla på vinkeln om det blir något.
So a guard again here for Switzerland, and then they'll need to start to make a move in the house with their next one.
Exactement 2 balles là. Exactement 2.
Benoît reste.
Il y a 2. 1, 2.
Vite, c'est bon.
It's tough for the team chasing at this stage, isn't it? It really is.
Non,
And they haven't been far away, Switzerland.
ok. On est obligé encore une fois.
The Swiss fans trying to lift the players out on the ice. Still a chance for them to score 2 here in this 10th end. Oscar just taking a little bit of extra time over this one to make absolutely sure.
Kalla över garden, jag hade en likadant nu, 30-40% av den. Vad sa du? Jag hade en 30-40% av den. Hade du den nu? 30 kanske.
So it looks like another guard here.
Fine, c'est bien.
La même, voire moins.
Même endroit. 2, 3.
Voilà.
Oh, c'est un peu large. Oh. Fine, c'est bon. Benoît reste. Ben reste.
Il y a
C'est bon.
moins.
Sur le balai là. Fine, c'est bien.
Well, it just gives Sweden a little bit less time to make a double takeout in the house when the time comes. They're just predicting that Sweden will continue to peel the guard.
Han ska göra en bra. Gör han en bra frys här kan vi försöka slå och vicka något framför sen. Ganska rakt där på dina, va?
So you can see Oscar predicting the next few shots that are going to happen. They're always thinking a few shots ahead, and they're going to peel the guard. They know that Switzerland are probably going to hit that stone at the top of the button, and then Sweden will hit and roll off the stone that's currently behind the guard. So that should be the next 3 shots if they're all made perfectly.
We'll see if it works out that way. Actually, Edin.
Following all the way down as usual.
Away goes the guard.
C'est quand même possible, mais il y a quand même un risque, non?
Bah, le pire, c'est de rouler là, quoi.
Si on arrive à genre la pousser là et rouler un tout petit peu, genre rouler ici, c'est bien ça, non?
Disons, faut pas trop rouler parce que lui après enlever ça, nous on doit enlever. Ouais, on aura.
Bon, si c'est là, c'est un petit peu. Hein?
Time out, ouais.
On peut. Time.
Oh,
Time
time out called.
paquet, lui il enlève ça, on met de toute façon. Enfin,
I think Switzerland certainly know what stone they want to move here. It's just where do you roll to and how much weight do you play? They're talking about whether they remove that red stone, whether they just tap it back. I think just hitting it on the nose could be the right shot to play. The Swiss trying to make lots of noise and really get behind their Swiss players.
Sinon on va s'emmerder.
Mais moi je crois qu'il n'y a rien d'autre à faire. Enfin, je vois pas. Mais le freeze, moi je trouve le problème c'est que c'est difficile. Hein.
Non, puis de toute façon il enlève ça.
Si t'es là, ouais.
Même si t'es là, il va essayer
Here's
de
Claudio Pescia arriving on the scene.
Si t'es là, non, il faut être parfait.
Si lui il fait tac, il roule là, c'est la même. On doit bouger ça.
Justement. Idée?
Bah ouais.
Je pense c'est de bouger ça dans le 12 pieds, on sait jamais.
Oui, et rouler un peu,
rouler ici.
à côté, oui,
Ouais.
comme frise.
Bon,
l'autre essaie de bouger de ça. Et là aussi, pas de double. Mais
ouais, mais après lui il fait ça, puis nous on peut pas marquer quoi.
Verdelets wird schwieriger, ja. Also
Juste
mit welcher Länge?
Avec le out, comme la mienne. Juste plus vite quoi. 10 c'est pas assez.
10 c'est pas assez.
Même si on la sort, je pense que c'est pas grave.
D'accord.
C'est ça en fait.
Non, mais
je préfère la sortir qu'elle reste là, tu vois.
Ah ouais. D'accord. Go.
C'est bien ça?
C'est ça.
C'est bien ça?
Ça c'est trop?
Je pense que c'est trop, ouais. Je pense que ça.
D'accord.
Allez,
Je pense.
En plein, c'est pas mal
40.
encore. J'espère.
40. 40.
Oh, Peter just saying
Ça.
it's not bad just hitting it on the nose. Although the yellow stones are so close together, then I don't think there would be a double takeout available. But they would just like to check over slightly towards the red stone just to make absolutely sure. You never can be too precise when you're playing against Niklas Edin. I think it's quite important here that they do push the red through the house. Don't want to be too clever with this and end up having a problem to make a double with their last one to score a deuce.
Attention, plus, oui. Wow, c'est plus, wow. Oui, wow. Oui, oui.
Fort, go, 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 go.
Wow.
Oh, perfect shot.
Nicely done by Benoit Schwartz. Yep, there's all the wins for Sweden and specifically Niklas Edin. If he were to claim it, this would be his 4th European title.
Yeah, absolutely. And the plate just next to it, the 2013 winners were Switzerland. Claudio Pats was in that team, so his name on the trophy already as well.
Tredjedel. Försöka spinna kvar frysspåren. Eller bättre att bara vika framför? Nej, inte med järnrisken. Inte med järnrisken, nej. Ta skiljet, så.
Well, no double available here, even for the great Niklas Edin.
Yeah, even he can't find a way.
No. But you never know, if he hits this thin enough, he might be able to get onto the side of it and push it the long way. That's certainly going to be a big ask, but might as well give it a go. So if he does somehow manage to get that yellow off the top of the forefoot, it could all end right here. That was always going to be the problem. I don't think he could have hit it too much better than that. And
Yeah, I don't think he's too surprised at that outcome. In fact, I think he's happy enough.
well, the thing is that he could have absolutely launched that one and really tried to get it going. I've definitely seen Niklas throwing the stone harder than that, but you don't want to risk missing the first one and then giving away the gold medal right here. So a really well played 10th end by Switzerland to tie things up, assuming Benoit makes this final stone.
Yep, last stone of this 10th end. Switzerland looking for the two to level things up. Absolutely no worries there. And 2 yellows counting. We have a tied game and we're going to an extra end after 10. Sweden 6, Switzerland 6. So we're all set for this extra end in this gold medal game between Sweden and Switzerland. 6 apiece after 10. And Switzerland hanging on in there. An advantage very much Sweden with the hammer in this extra end.
Well, there's no question that Switzerland need to play a perfect end to have any chance. They've done really well to hang with Sweden as they've really cranked the level up. They've moved through the gears as the game's gone on. So Kristoffer Sundgren playing 2 perfect tick shots against Norway in the semi-final. It looks like he's played another one here. Perfect shot. Seems like a long time ago that he fell and burnt that stone when Sweden played against Switzerland in the round robin.
He was extremely upset, wasn't he? But here they are, Sweden on the verge of another European title.
Ja, okej med samma fart. Den ligger högre nu, 1,5 meter.
Ja, samma.
Ja, få lite mindre is då bara.
Ja.
So same again here for Kristoffer.
1,5 meter. Samma fart. Ekis, det här är nära köpten. Den är lite mjukare. Ekis.
Well, I think he's overthrown this one a little bit.
Bak 8. Ja. Ut med röd bara så får vi se vad som händer. Kör! Gå!
Still not a bad attempt by any means. Just leaves the red guard a little bit too close to the centre line, but still a good shot. I think Switzerland will settle for that, to be perfectly honest. At least that red stone's in a usable position.
3, si c'est 4, ça va. 3, 4. C'est important la ligne.
Plus long, Peter.
C'est un peu plus long maintenant?
So Peter acknowledging that it's even okay to go into the front of the house here.
4, ça va.
It's just important not to drop it short and leave a straightforward double for Sweden, because Peter knows that Switzerland would then be dead in the water.
La place. 3, il faut. 4. Balayer pour 3. C'est un peu large.
Ligne très bien.
Claudio,
Ligne très bien, les
Claudio,
gars.
c'est un peu large.
Ligne parfaite.
Ligne, c'est bien. Nettoyer. Juste 3.
Plutôt 4. Faudra la cacher. Hein.
C'est plus, c'est plus, c'est plus, c'est plus.
Ligne, c'est bon. Juste 3, 4.
Alors ouais, fini là. Ouais.
Fini un peu, ouais.
Ouais.
Oui.
Ouais.
Ouais.
Ok, c'est bon. Ok, bien, Pete.
Sunhan! Yep! Yep! Yep!
Oh, nicely navigated past the wide stones.
Ouais. Force à faire un double. Je pense pas qu'il va essayer le double tout ça.
Oui, mais gardez à l'intérieur.
Ouais, exact. Juste 1, 2. Si c'est 1, ça va.
Oui. Ok, ouais.
Plus 1, 2.
C'est un peu tight, hein, ouais.
Ligne, c'est bien.
Ok, ligne bien. Ligne bien, Val.
1, 2.
Ligne bien, Val.
Pas plus. Ça cœur lacé, ça cœur lacé. 1, 2. Ça cœur un peu trop, je pense. Juste 1, 2.
Pour 2, c'est parfait la ligne.
Seul. Oh. C'est ça. Ok.
Voilà, très bien, Pete. Bien joué, Pete.
Well, Switzerland are hanging in there.
Yep, and the supporters urging them on.
Well, the Swiss just might need to start edging this guard a little bit closer to the centre line, take the risk that Sweden may not make the double. All they can really do at the moment is keep throwing this guard. Sweden will keep peeling it off, and then with Benoit's, probably his last stone actually, will come around onto the tee line, get into the forefoot and force Nicolas Sedin to play a forefoot draw for the title.
C'est large. Benoît.
C'est sur le balai.
Benoît, fini. Ouais, yep. L'inouï, même C2, go. Tranquille, bouge. Go. Encore. Go. Ok.
Well, they worked hard there, but did they want it to be a bit further on?
Not necessarily further on, but certainly a little bit further over. You see there's a little bit of an angle between these two yellows, and Sweden see the opportunity to maybe play a double. With it being a little bit further over, the straight peel is a little bit more difficult as well to just navigate it past those wide stones. Half stone contact will certainly go quite close to those two yellows on the left-hand side. No, gets it across the top of the wide guard. And by getting rid of that stone, it'll just make those peels a little bit easier to have that whole right-hand side of the sheet open.
Chemin, un peu moins de glace. 1, 2. On est un peu large. Un peu large.
La même.
Non, 1. Juste 1.
Un mètre de plus.
Easy, Val, easy.
C'est court.
Juste large.
C'est vraiment pas long.
C'est un peu large.
1, 2.
Benoît. Val, laisse Benoît. Ouais, fini. Ouais, yep. L'inouï. Ouais, pour la ligne. Go. Tant qu'elle bouge, Benoît. Tant qu'elle bouge. Go. Encore. Ok.
Oh, finds a good spot.
Klippan så bara.
Once again, Sweden will hit the long one. Certainly don't want to leave any stones close to the center line.
And one for Eriksson. Away it goes.
He's been absolutely terrific today, Oscar.
Jag funderar på nu, det är ju VM mot Norge. Om det är lättare eller trögare längre ut.
Yeah, they must be feeling pretty good at the moment. Very hard for these three chasing.
Et 1-2. Wow, Pat, wow. 1, c'est mieux, hein. Wow. Laisse la planter.
I'll see him again here for
Laisse la
Benoit.
planter. Faut qu'elle soit courte. Balle, enlève. Enlève. Arrêtez. Juste là.
Ça va planter.
Pas plus que là. Pas plus. Une seconde. Ok. Passe. C'est bien. Nej, men.
And another nicely placed stone.
So decision time for Niklas. Do you continue to peel the guards, or do you try and draw one in there first?
Vi kan runda, ja.
Kind of an insurance policy.
Kommer inte kort så täcker jag ändå hans dragning ganska mycket.
Having a timeout.
Så länge vi ligger skottet och han visar en halv, då kan du klippa den sen.
Den här kan han inte spela för.
Nej, då har vi 100 bot att dra på.
Kom här, Kribba. Det jag funderar på, jag tänker som dragning mot Norge VM, går det lättare på kanten?
This Swedish team almost resident in Canada at the moment. They spent 2.5 months in Canada training and competing just to try and reduce the amount of travel time, and I know they're really feeling the benefits of that as well. Feel much more fresh and well rested at this point in the season. I think likewise.
But also with their game sharpened up as well in terms of the competition out there.
Oh, absolutely. You're a little bit fresher mentally, then of course your performance levels are going to be higher, and playing that high level of competition week in, week out, of course it's going to make you sharp. The Swiss team have adopted a similar approach, really. They had a really busy start to the season in September, and speaking to the Swiss coach, that they feel quite fresh as well. I think they did the right thing in going to Canada early in the season and then spending a few weeks at home training in the run-up to the European playoffs. And that's helped them to play their best stuff, so maybe there's something in this.
Men har vi en sten på fyrfoten då?
Well, it's these two teams that are in the final.
Då blir det samma sak. Dra en kant här. Jävligt äcklig take alltså.
Ja, men då gillar jag bättre i så fall att dra så du får farten något sån här.
Även om du skulle komma långt, ja, men då drar vi ner den hit och då får han dra och då får vi dra här sen.
Du gillar runda alltså?
Ja. Jag kan vara på och lägga den där också. Men det kan vara lite lurigt också för då får du gå längre ut.
Problemet är ju här, om vi kommer kort. För vi vill inte hamna här nere så han får frysa den. Problemet är om vi kommer kort och han lägger den här, då stänger vi hela den dragningen. Och så gör han den där perfekt, då måste vi spela den där farthacken eller igenom eller följa hans. Så jag gillar nog mer den här.
15 kvar nu har jag.
Gott om tid.
Den gillar nog.
Vad gillar ni på läktaren då? Vad pratar ni om?
Alltså spontan är ju att klippa den. Men annars känner du att du vill testa på
farten. Melrose, the umpire there, just waiting to escort Freddie Lindberg from the premises.
Make sure he doesn't overdo his time.
Nej, här har vi helt fullätt. Man kan både komma kort och lägga den här, då har vi fan inte med. Då blir det ett nytt spår.
Okay. Gillar du den så?
Jag tror jag gillar den. Är den lång och vi drar ner den hit, så fryser han då har vi samma.
Här försöker vi lägga den då, nästan bite i en fot. Full 4 där.
Ja, ska han vicka då så ska han vara där nere och så får vara samma. Vad tror du då? Jag tror jag är jävligt bra.
Well, the Swedish boys talking through all the options here and deciding to play a draw. They're not only talking about the perfect shots, they're talking about if they miss slightly, what opportunities does that pose for the Swiss. So it looks like they're kind of drawing to the open side of the button. And that would probably force Switzerland to have to move this stone and maybe even play a hit and roll behind the cover. Of course, much more difficult to position the stone perfectly if you have to play a takeout than just a straight draw. So seems like a smart call here from Niklas Edin and his team.
He's only had 2 draws, but 100% on both of them.
Yeah, he's only played 2 draws in this game, but the ice conditions have been pretty stable all week long, and I don't think there'll be too much variation. So just right on the tee line here. Lovely shot. So Switzerland need to play the hit and roll here. Put a really good end here, the Swiss. He's just not got much help from Sweden. Christopher Sundgren with his first tick shot certainly made things a lot easier for Sweden.
They have taken it right to the Swedes in this extra end. But this will be their last stone. 17 hits, 96% for Benoit Schwartz. What can he come up with here?
Thrown quite a lot of weight to this. Maybe too much. And hits on the wrong side and doesn't even hold the shooter, so maybe a little bit of a rush of blood there for Benoit Schwartz, and should be the easiest of shots for Niklas Edin to pick up his 4th European title.
I think the chances, even if Schwartz had produced his best there, he was still up against it.
Något lättare nu. Så lägger jag 80 med samma släpp så är det nog bra. Mycket att stanna på, men håll ner soporna.
Last stone of this extra end, the 11th end. The stone for the European title.
Känns som en 90 med väldigt aktiv, 70 med helt ek. Båda de borde vara topp 8, tillbaka 8.
So here we go, final stone of the extra end. All down to the sweepers now.
You'll know with the crowd when it begins to get closer and closer and closer. And here it is, successfully executed by Niklas Edin. What a great final between these two teams. But it's Sweden who emerge with the gold medal, champions of 2015. What a great game by them. It's Edin's 4th European title. And joy in the Sweden camp. Fans enjoying it too. Handshakes all round. Well, Switzerland put up a great performance. They take the silver medal. But it's like this team can hardly believe it. Champions of 2015, Team Sweden.
What an appetite for success Niklas Edin has. That's 3 international titles on the bounce. And probably 10, 15 years competing at the top level for Niklas Edin. And he doesn't seem to be letting up. Just a great performance from start to finish. Even dropping 2 early on in the game. There was no panic. And just such a controlled game by the Swedes from the 4th end onwards. A word for Team Switzerland. A great performance by them too. I think against any other position they might well have won today, but I think they can certainly hold their heads high. And I'm sure they'll be more than happy to pick up a silver medal at their first Europeans. So there's President of the World Curling Federation, Kate Caithness. Coaching staff coming in to give congratulations, Fredrik Lindberg, and of course ex-world champion Pelle Lindholm.
Put it in the middle. Whoop.
Well done, guys.
So, Keith Ness makes the presentation. Nicholas holds the trophy aloft.
Look at bad.
What a team.
Det är mediatanten som kan fixa.
Ja.
Ta en med Stefan där då.
Ja.
Stefan, fort nu då. Ta en med Stefan.
Nu är med.
Ta den med Stefan. Ja. Och så Micke sen.
Obesegrad.
Du kommer i rättans tid eller? Inte skriva tiebreaker.
So there you have it, Sweden, the 2015 Gruyère European Curling Champion. Once again, back-to-back for the first time for Sweden. Only previously done by Scotland. So here in the sixth end, Benoit Schwartz just rolling a stone too far with an excellent attempt and left this straightforward takeout for Nicolas Sedin. Just a nice controlled weight down onto the nose and scores two. That would give them a 4-3 lead after 6 ends. And then the 8th end, once again, that red stone at the front of the house, just biting. Nicolas Sedin with the out-turn tap back. Puts another 2 on the board to open up a 2-shot lead after 8 ends. And here in the 10th end, a well-worked deuce for Switzerland. Set up by this tap back by Benoit Schwartz. Leaves it in the perfect spot. So that would set up the extra end. And a really well played extra end by both teams coming home. Very fitting for a super final. And the final draw, a mere formality for Nicolas Sedin. Final score, Sweden 7, Switzerland 6. Sweden, European champions 2015. The players meeting, friends.
European champion, Nicholas, 2015, how does that sound?
Sounds unbelievable. We started the week good, but then we started to struggle and we lost a couple of games and didn't look too promising actually. We had to fight hard to even make the playoffs this time, and then playing Norway, who looked almost unbeatable in that semi-final. We make a great game there, and then played a Swiss team here that makes every shot the first few ends, and we were down early, and then brought it all in this game and really finished strong. So I'm so proud of my team and our whole crew for a terrific job these last few games.
You've won this title 3 times previously, you have. Does it feel any different? Is it better? How does that sound?
I thought it would be just another one if we won this year, like going into this event. But as it developed and struggling and almost not even making the playoffs, actually the other times we've won, we haven't even qualified the next year, going in as big favorites. So turning it around like this and winning it again back to back, I think this is one of the sweetest victories we have so far.
And you're winning the big ones. You've got the Worlds, you've got the Europeans last year. Where can you go from here?
hopefully the Olympics. That's the main goal. But we're gonna keep fighting for these titles, and so much fun to play in these events. And this is where you can really step up your game and show what you're made of. So we love these events.
Congratulations, well done again. Fantastic game.
Thank you.
A fabulous performance by Nicolas Edin and his soldiers out there on the ice. Back-to-back European titles for Sweden. But of course, just a little eye on the Olympics in Pyeongchang in 2018. And you see just in the middle of the game there, complete domination by Sweden of the scoreboard, taking their twos and forcing their ones. Just textbook stuff, really. And of course, getting that single in the extra end to secure the gold medal. So that's it from the men's competition. Le Gruyère European Curling Championship 2015. Sweden gold medalists. Once again, Switzerland picking up the silver. But we're not finished here in Esbjerg. Join us for the women's final later on this afternoon. Russia against Scotland. Thanks for watching.